Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We're going to be watching What If today.
More What If?
Oh,
What's going to happen this time? Welcome back, guys. Storm here.
Mom here.
Kimmy here.
On episode 4, I see Doctor Strange in the thumbnail. He's right there. There's nowhere to really hide it. What if Doctor Strange lost his heart instead of his hands? Ooh, okay. So from the original movie, he was in a car accident. He lost the use of his hands, which was a huge deal because he was a big doctor. He was a major surgeon and very good at his job. That would be crazy. So losing his heart. He did have a love interest.
He's going to be ruthless.
Yeah, watch out.
Not going to have any heart. Plus, he had a little bit of an ego going on, so...
Oh, that's not good.
I don't think it's...
He really did. I mean, I really like his character a lot, and he's come so far, but he was like an egomaniac, from what I recall, in the first movie, and he was so involved with his work. An excellent doctor, but he was just full on, like, just focused on his work and nothing else. He really loved Christine, from what I remember, too. I don't remember them ever solidly getting together, though, because I don't think he could with his profession now, like being this supreme sorcerer. You know, sorcerer supreme.
Yeah, right.
Like, that's a huge job.
Yes.
So I'm
if
guessing
he has no heart.
You're not going to say, yeah, the gangway.
Yeah, unless they go after other people that he cares about, too.
Yeah, that's not good.
I don't know. So shall we get into this one?
Yes.
Yes.
What if 104?
Wow.
What if the best of intentions has very strange consequences?
Haha, strange.
I'm only going for dessert. You promised me creme brulee.
I suspect we can do a little better than that.
Oh, God. Oh, no, this is right there. Oh, my God.
Oh, no, Christine. Come on. Christine.
Oh, she died?
Yet despite all he'd gained, Stephen Strange could not let go of the past.
Is he going to try to bring her back or something?
Oh, maybe.
2 years tonight. What are you doing up?
I needed the little sorcerer's wool. What are you doing?
Talk it out.
Evening, handsome.
He did. I have a weird suspicion.
Yeah.
You know how some things are just fated.
I'm gonna run up to the podium like a game show contestant. Cheers.
See?
No! Christine!
Oh my God, is he going to live through this over and over trying to fix it, and that's going to mess him up?
Oh, jeez.
We'll be fine.
No.
Oh, my gosh. Their time now.
See? In this
happen.
universe, in this timeline, it's supposed to happen. What did she have, like a freaking heart attack? No matter what, she's just meant to die.
Pizza.
She has choke.
Oh, Robert.
Yeah.
Including the death of one Dr. Christine Palmer. Palmer, an emergency...
Wow, not even interacting.
He cannot control it.
Steven, something wrong?
You're the only thing that matters.
Seeing even switching spots, like, you think that
No matter
might
what he does.
Yeah.
lose his heart. I mean, he's done this so many times already.
That's right. Oh, jeez.
Are you having car trouble?
It's not funny.
Why are you here?
To help you. This is where it starts for you. Her death is an absolute point in time.
Absolute.
Unchangeable. If you erase her death, you never start your journey.
I'm creating a paradox.
You're risking the universe.
You don't know that. Books have been lost. Libraries destroyed.
Stop torturing yourself, Stephen. There is no hope here. Christine is gone. Do not do this, or I will be forced to stop you.
You'd have to find me first.
Oh,
Excuse me. Hello, excuse me. I'm looking for the lost library of Cagliostro. Hey, I'm talking here. Where are you going?
follow.
Yeah.
No door. Clever. Hello?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's Armani. I've come here for Sorcerer Cagliostro. According to legend, he knew how to break an absolute point in time.
This way. Sorcerer Armani.
No, it's strange. Yeah, no doy. Aha. Gain
doy.
power through the absorption of other beings. Ooh. Absorption.
Ooh, it's back.
Oh my god.
Please.
Please.
Whoop. There can't be.
And Captain Carter comes out of somewhere.
Right.
Those beings have what I need.
There is a fine line between devotion and delusion. Love can break more than your heart. It can shatter your mind.
Let's start small.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, it's a little gnome. Evil gnome.
My. Whoa.
Nice cape.
Oh, he still has
I
cape.
draw the line, bugs.
Oh,
Wow.
Stop.
Oh, yeah.
Even if he can, wow, demonic almost. Yeah.
Yeah, see?
He's losing his sense of purpose too.
Oh,
with
yes.
Christine.
Like,
Ew.
I doubt he'd listen.
Yeah.
Hello?
Oh, he actually heard that? Oh, how weird.
Who's that?
oh. Whoa. Funky.
Yeah, he's totally not the same person at all after this.
Oh my god, no, definitely not. Look at him. Jeez.
Ugh. He's Doc Ock. Ooh.
Oh.
But I can reverse this. You will live longer, forever.
Hush. Death is part of the plan. You're only half a man. Living half alive. He wasn't even the only Doctor Strange in
Why do you
this
tell him that?
You're right. Enough living in the past for one evening.
What? Is he
what?
absorbing his timeline? What's going on?
Oh my
Ooh,
God.
creepy.
Hello, Stephen.
No, whoa, wait a minute. You're...
Dead? Yes.
So, this must be...
A psychic impression sent through a splinter in reality?
Then who's causing this?
Well, you are.
You are.
How?
If the other Strange succeeds in reversing an absolute point in our universe,
You mean saving Christine?
he cannot save her, Stephen.
Fabric of reality is breaking, and only you can stop
Ooh,
it.
he's
because
going
you
to,
are
not
causing
long.
it.
Let's be honest, we've been through weirder.
Guardian Vishanti, heavy duty protection spell. Oh, that's not great.
Nope.
That's not great. I know, and you're on his playing field, so.
That's right.
Hello? The question is,
Oh,
when are you?
Ooh, he's gonna look very demonic or something.
my, the devil.
For we are one and the same.
Ooh.
Oh,
Wow.
oh wait.
Won't even listen.
Clear the highway.
Oh, look at
And now can you save her?
We can.
Oh my god, this is
my
like
God.
awful, but I want to see how it happens.
Oh, jeez.
If we save Christine, we destroy the world.
I told you, she doesn't understand. We love Christine.
This isn't love. Your marbles are long gone. The world, however, still stands a chance.
You can't save her.
Wow.
You need to let go.
He absorbed all that power too, so I feel
yes,
like.
it did.
I know, and all those
Oh
beings.
my gosh, look at that.
Ooh, evil cape.
Oh,
No capes. Oh, they're even fighting.
oh my god.
Thank you.
Oh,
He's gonna rip it. No. It's behind
Oh
you.
my goodness, yeah.
Oh God.
Oh, that is horrible.
Stephen, you promised me creme brulee.
I know.
We can be together again.
You're not her.
Oh, creepy.
Oh, yeah. Whoa. Oh,
Man,
geez.
that sucks.
Whoa, that's... Whoa, look at him. Oh.
Ooh, evil eye.
Oh, jeez.
And he can never be with her now, probably, because he's like that, and he killed everyone in this reality.
Yeah. You
That's
can't
right.
give her creme brulee either.
So scary.
How scary.
Oh my
Poor
God,
thing.
the poor thing. Oh my God. Oh, see? Oh.
I'm making it worse.
Jeez.
This is like terrible
Oh.
nightmare.
I warned you.
No, you can't reverse it.
The world shouldn't pay for my
You
arrogance.
chose.
I read about you, sensed your presence.
Honestly, if I could fix this, if I could punish you instead, I would. But I can't interfere. You, more than anyone else, should understand.
How sad, too.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
Christine. Oh no. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. So
You were warned.
Yeah.
Over and over.
One moment
Destroyed a whole
can
universe.
destroy the entire universe.
No! I want something happy now. That was devastating.
Oh God, that was.
The feels in this
Oh,
one.
wow.
This was incredibly done. See,
Yeah,
even
wow.
reading the title in this one, because again, we go back and forth with like not trying to read titles for spoiler reasons, but for this, I really do enjoy it to kind of get a concept on what's going to happen. But even knowing the title, I had no clue this was going to be the story arc. I mean, like, how incredible for Stephen Strange to go from how we know him to obsession, like heartbreak,
yes.
to this bad tragedy to happen, and then him try to have hope that he could bring her back. I mean, this was an incredible journey. I didn't know how they were going to do that, but this was very believable and very sad.
At the expense
That's right.
of the entire universe.
That's right. They can warn you.
Everything.
Definitely.
How freaky and
Oh,
how it
so
happened
sad.
too, where when we see the split version, the good version of Doctor Strange, who accepted Christine's fate, and he's walking out on the street, and you just see people, objects, everything just going into a
Oh.
black liquid.
Yes.
That was so
Great.
freaky.
That
Just
was really
disappearing
freaky.
before
My
his
God,
eyes.
Yes.
You know what that made me think
Oh,
of
that's so
too?
sad.
Princess Mononoke. It's been a little while since we saw that, and you can see the full
Yeah.
reaction on our Patreon.
That's right.
But we did have a fair use version, but that got taken down on YouTube. And that was a very good movie, and it just gave me that feel of things getting like pulled up or just separated with that goo.
Taken away from you.
Okay.
And he was just so obsessed with doing it.
Definitely.
And to fight himself,
Something
you know,
else.
it's incredible. The Ancient One warned him.
Yeah.
They kept telling
I
him,
love the
yeah.
Ancient One,
Not
and
to
even she's
Yes.
so wise, and Doctor Strange is so smart, but it shows you obsession, love, like that can actually destroy you too.
Yeah, sure.
It could break your mind, and he was warned so many
definitely.
times, but to actually see him go through that struggle and to absorb all those creatures, like it was funny to start, especially with that gnome creature, but then that
Poor
creature
old
was
gnome.
also
Yeah.
scared, like he got terrified because
Yes,
he killed
was,
him.
definitely. Yeah.
Not his will, like against his will, he just took him over and
Absorbed
killed
him,
him.
yes.
Absorbed him.
And now all those beings are gone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They don't have their power.
Did you think that
Yeah,
too,
okay.
with him absorbing all those demons, we'll just say demons, that he was going to keep changing? Or do you think he was already far gone before that? Do you think the creatures excelled that?
I think, yeah, probably. I would think so, with all the creatures being absorbed. But I think he started to go, before that, but still no.
I think it made it worse.
Yeah, mentally he was prepared. He was ready to just do it. He even wanted to, stop the death of the keeper of the library and just, have him live. And he's like, no, this is supposed to happen. It's a definite.
And it shows
Yeah,
that
like
weakness
that.
where he warned him and said, love can also fracture your mind, not word for word, but something along
That's
those
right,
lines.
yes.
And him even seeing his death, it wasn't just about Christine, it's anyone close to him. I mean, Christine was the love of his life, but then this other guy he had attachment to as well, and he was there for how long? learning all these
right,
spells,
yeah.
absorbing all these creatures,
Yes.
trying to break this point that's supposed to happen. I mean, how incredible is that? Because at first, trying to put myself in Doctor Strange's shoes when he first lost his love, you want to have hope, and any kind of hope you can have, like, holy crap, like, you want to try to save the one you love, but to what cost? And you go into denial, and people choose differently. People move on, or people just get lost in their despair, and he just could not leave that. So,
That's right, yes.
you know, him even desperately going after his friend, saying like, oh, I'll just reverse time, it's fine. And I thought that was going to be a whole thing too, where he was going to not listen to him when he put his hand up and said, no, I want to grow old and this is my time.
Yeah.
And I thought he was going to torture him by accident and bring him back, and bad things are going to happen to him because he keeps altering reality. But how devastating, and what a way to show it too, where everything collapses on itself and just is gone. Like, everything's dead, everything's destroyed.
And he's visually seeing this. It was one thing to hear it, and oh
my gosh,
you can't do it. You can't change an absolute. And it's one thing to hear it and, oh, I can do that, but to see it for himself and actually see the impact. I'm impacting everything, this entire universe.
Sure, definitely.
And it was too late. Couldn't reverse it.
I love how
my gosh,
it really opens us up to these different ideas, because we don't even know what to expect when it comes to reality. And I love Doctor Strange and, you know, his powers, learning from the Ancient One, like how things just get all screwed up and it gets extremely complicated. So when she couldn't just chase him, like, I would think, okay, well, she has to find him in a point of time or something. Like, she had to split him up.
Yeah, she did.
An alternate timeline in the same timeline. And it
was
just
very
broke
dangerous.
reality.
It is.
So, not to fully go into this, but it kind of made me think of Sylvie too, because like of Loki and Sylvie being the same person, like that could maybe break reality. It's different, but similar, you know. I was like,
yes,
that's crazy.
Put him in half, yeah.
Now, I kind of knew that the evil Doctor Strange was going to win, but what an epic battle. Like, seeing the two go against each other, I thought he was just going to flat out win from the start.
I thought so too. He was he had so many abilities, taking all the being's powers.
All the strengths,
and to show evil winning. Like, I always like when the good guy wins, but he did just absorb so much power that I knew that there was no chance. But for the good Doctor Strange to actually still hold his own and almost had the upper hand a few times, like, that was incredible to see. And the capes, like, I felt so bad because his cape was so humorous, you know, in the first movie, and very strong. Like, it protected Doctor Strange, and I forgot that it had its own, like, strong personality, and it really tried to come to his aid, and it actually did help for a while, tying the other guy's you know, hands up like this, and I knew he was gonna rip him. Like, don't. And I actually felt like we lost a friend there. And with Doctor Strange, like, getting absorbed, like, that was so devastating to see. I was like, don't do it. But I really wanted, I actually said during the reaction, I really wanted to see it happen. I didn't want him to die, but I wanted to see what would happen once the evil Doctor Strange got his way. Because I wanted to know how reality would break and how bad it would be. So,
and how Christine would react.
That was terrifying.
Would you really want her to come back? I mean, look around you.
Yes.
Look around you. Look what you've become.
Doom.
She's not going to love what you are now. You're not.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're not who you were. She's not who she is.
That was so terrifying. I mean, we all felt for her.
Yes.
Logically, he wasn't logical.
It was like hell or worse. I don't know. That was awful. And when we read the title, I was kind of thinking, okay, it has to do with Christine, and he's going to see her death and just obsess and become evil. But it took a lot. Like, he kept trying to bring her back, and no matter what, she was supposed to die. So that's what I was thinking. Like, I started thinking, like, holy crap, she's going to die no matter what. Like, it's just part of this timeline.
It's inevitable.
She has to. It's inevitable.
Absolutely.
So not only a car accident, anything, even, like, up to a heart attack when they were dancing or something.
Heart
when
attack, gunshot wound.
Yeah, it was just so bad. So he relived her death so many times.
That was the hardest part for me, seeing that in the beginning.
Over and
where
over
he's
again.
trying so hard
And
to
it's
bring
love.
her
He
back,
really wants
and
to, but it just
no matter
became a
what.
negative
Yeah, yeah.
obsession to the point where when he
Wow.
finally does bring her back, it's even worse. Like, she's terrified. And, I mean, can you imagine
My
seeing everything
gosh.
fall apart around you?
Everything's
Things are
just-
floating
everything-
red. And,
Yes, everything's destroyed.
It's like an apocalypse, and then
and he
she's
looks like a big demon mixed with all his
That's right.
powers.
"Oh no, I can
That's
change this."
Oh boy,
You
you
can't
can't
change
change
it. You can't reverse it.
And it got to the point where I thought it was cool where he could connect with the Watcher because he, you know, he can go
And he
through
said, "You can
space and
change
time."
this." Now he's like, now he's finally realizing, only
can.
through Christine's eyes, he's finally realizing, what have I done?
Yeah.
I have to.
That's right, yeah.
I made a huge mistake. I'm so sorry.
Kind of late.
Yeah, and the subtle time when he was doing those spells and absorbing the powers of those creatures, and the Watcher was there, and he was narrating to us, and it was subtle where he looked and goes, "Who's there?" So that was the first initial contact of like, oh crap, yeah, they can actually communicate. And for that big discussion at the end, that was huge.
Wow,
Mhm.
yes,
And what a
wow.
lesson. I mean, too late, but for
right.
the Watcher to say that, like, you know how bad it is, like, I can't interfere, you should know this. And he had to
That's
learn
right.
the hard way. Glad that's not our
Understood.
universe. Wow, huh?
Yeah.
yeah.
His
Poor
heart was
Wong,
broken.
too.
Oh,
Everyone
yeah.
that was
I
lost.
know.
Everyone.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's
I don't mean to laugh. It's just incredible. What an
Wow.
episode. I was not sure what to expect, but it was way better than I thought it was going to be. Because I wasn't sure how
Yeah,
far
it
this
was.
could go. And he
Wow.
destroyed everything.
Everything. Yeah.
Absolutely everything. And
Oh,
just for a broken heart, for the love of his life died, and he went that far
That's right.
because he thought he could. He thought he
Bring
can
it back.
reverse it.
Yeah.
He thought he can make it better.
You know, I have a question for our fans, if you want to comment below. So with the sacred timeline that we saw in Loki, we saw all these alternate Lokis, right, that were pruned. And the sacred timeline flows as like one tube, we'll say. And it has all these little tubes or wires inside of it. So those are the alternate Lokis, right? And then you have all these branches now that are coming off. So we have a ton more of alternate
Oh my God.
type characters like Doctor Strange coming out. So was this one, because now we're watching stuff, what if, with the multiverse, so I'm assuming this is a branch off of that, or could this be one of the sacred timelines that, but then it's not nearly close to our own reality. So I think the sacred timeline, even though it has a lot of extra parallel timelines on top of it, are as close as the sacred or the main timeline as possible. So this is probably just an extreme branch off of it.
Yeah.
So I kind of answered my own question
Yes.
right there.
And I don't know if all the Lokis are in that
Sacred timeline, because they were pruned,
sacred
like their
time.
timelines were pruned.
Yeah, I
right?
think they have their own.
Because of the sacred
There's
timeline, because you always see all these little strands along the main timeline inside of it, kind of like you see like a big cable with a bunch of little wires in it.
Yeah.
So they must just be so closely related, or it's just one flat out timeline, the one that we know in the MCU previously, and that's it. But I just assumed there was a bunch of extra parallel timelines that were similar to the sacred, or they were part of the sacred, but they were similar to the main timeline that just branch a little bit, but pretty much stay on course. And the only reason why I overthink this, because it gets quite complicated, is because you had different age Lokis that were pruned at different times of their lives. So I was kind of like, oh, well, you know, why later in life and stuff like that? Like, why couldn't they find it sooner? But they also kind of loosely explained that as well. But just thinking of Doctor Strange in this. So because of the multiverse, now this bad thing happened in this reality. That probably wouldn't have existed anyways if it wasn't broken, if the multiverse didn't happen. So overthinking it, never mind.
My gosh.
So either way, this universe was doomed to fail. It was going to get destroyed. But because of the grand scheme of things, it's better to let it be, have it happen, because it'll destroy even more universes down the road, or realities. Insane.
Whoa,
It
that's
was.
for
It was
sure.
crazy. It was
crazy.
just, like I say in the beginning, that was really sad to see him trying so hard to get
Very
her back.
heartbreaking episode. I mean,
Even to the point where he left her, didn't even come to go get her because he didn't want to deal with
That's right.
the death all over again.
I mean, all the
It was
good.
inevitable.
I love them winning. I love the good feeling at the end when the superheroes win, but it's a more of a reality check when bad things happen. And last episode was hard to take with the Avengers dying And I was like,
That's
oh my
right,
God, I
yeah.
don't like this, but it was very
Yeah.
intriguing. It was very interesting to see like how different it is. Maui's right with me. He's just probably see fur
Okay.
flying here. But actually, this is ending so terribly. It was just another shock. So
Wow, yeah. The whole
It
universe.
was, and he was so humanistic at the end, where he's saying, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry."
and it was too late.
Yeah.
And he
It
did care
was.
about the world once he understood like how bad it was.
Once he visually,
He was just
saw
in
it.
such
yeah.
denial that he thought he could actually win this, and no, like everyone else
No,
was at risk.
definitely not.
So now that I have the 4 thumbnails up, what episode did you like the best so far?
I like the Captain Carter.
That was a
Yeah.
fun one.
That's
They're all
good.
really good,
Yeah.
but
They were good.
T'Challa.
That's
I
fine.
like T'Challa.
Yeah, that's good
Mhm.
too.
I want to
They're
say
good.
they're my first 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like the most. I want to say
Mhm.
T'Challa was my favorite one. I love Guardians of the Galaxy. T'Challa's
Oh, yeah,
awesome,
that-
and
yeah.
I think
So
that
passionate.
dynamic, yeah, it was just so different. Like him being
Yeah.
Star
Thanos in
Lord.
the bar.
I know, like he
Yeah,
did so
yeah.
many great things, and I love Peter Quill too. But that was the biggest thing with Ego actually getting his son and destroying
Yeah.
the universe, probably. But that was my favorite. It was just very fun and just like not silly, but it just had that energy that I love in Guardians. And then with T'Challa
Yeah.
on top of that, with his serious like tone and how dedicated he is and loyal he is, and just an all-around good person, because he can convince so many people, good and bad, to be good, to be the best person that they could be.
Yeah, that was.
And the Captain Carter one was really cool too, because the
Oh,
style
yeah.
of it as well, just her like so enthusiastic and
Oh, she was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and on.
very
It was like
good.
Steve
one.
Rogers, like the romance was still there. I like that, but yeah, definitely a lot of fun. So I think we'll end it there. Very good
That's right,
episode. Can't
yeah.
wait to watch the next What If. What is that going to be about?
Ooh, what is, ooh.
And we'll see you very soon, as always. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Maui says bye too. He goes, bye.